Hello? Sorry. I guess the universe just despises me this evening. I think they hate me. The That's been the roughest start to a stream that I have had yet. I I forget. I go in the wrong direction. I forget to save something. Then I forget to I load the wrong save. I go in the wrong direction, and then and then and then Streamlabs crashes all of a sudden. This has been really rough. I am so sorry, folks. But hopefully it should be smooth sailing from here. I'm gonna load the game. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna go here. Skip that.
Before the dimension pillar,
Continue.
I lay the eye of Azimuth. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus, it was restored.
Well done. You have found Mobius's toy. Azimuth, not content with summoning demonic thrall, stole the time-streaming device in order to gather creatures from other ages as well. Take care of the device, Kain. It will deliver you in time. The legions of the Nemesis are on the march from the north, crushing all in their path. 'Twas not too long ago that the Nemesis was known as William the Just, a caring and gentle benefactor of the land. But as his army grew in strength, and he himself grew in power, the veil of tyranny fell, and one kingdom was not enough. So many cities,
So many dead.
Willendorf will be sure to follow. The Nemesis must be stopped, or all shall be lost.
How can one stop an army?
You must rally the forces of Willendorf. They are the last hope of NOSGOTH.
I see. Well then. Let's see, I think I gotta fly to Willendorf. Where are you, Willendorf? There it is. Or is it? No, this is near Abernus. Hey, go away. I need to go somewhere else. Do you think Kain could be absolutely, without question, Sonic would win? 100%. 100%. Have you seen that guy? Fastest thing alive. No question. No question that he could beat Kain in a fight. Who are you kidding me? Here we go. I think this is where I meant to go. Or what? Where the hell? I swear I saved to go. One moment. Okay, is this it? No, this is... Where am I? No, this is Avernus. I don't want to go to Avernus. I want to go to Willendorf. Where are you, Willendorf? Avernus Cathedral. I think this is it. Yes. This is where I meant to go. And then it says something.
The Spectre of Ariel led me to Willendorf. If I was to defeat the next member of the Circle, I needed to understand his machinations. With this vague advice in mind, I set forth on the road to Willendorf.
I have to... Before I can go in there, I have to update my disguise. And in order to do that, I kind of have to backtrack a little bit. Ouch. I think I have to go... Up here, is it? Hey, get out of the way. I don't want to have to deal with you. Get out of here. Freaks. Willendorf. I like how they pop. I do too. Oh, I gotta be a wolf. Gotta be a wolf girl. In all forms, but physical. I am a wolf. Yeah, you're scarecrows now. We scary. Spooky, scary, spooky, scary. Oh man, do I have to... One moment. Is there a place to... Is there a cave nearby? Ooh, you got that over there. I would go over there. I thought I updated my strength. At least I'm supposed to have updated strength. I kind of needed it. Maybe there's a way to get over there without having to move these rocks. Hey. Hey. Back off. Maybe I can go in one of these tents. Can I go in one of these tents? There we go. Sorry. Had to answer a question real quick. Let's see. Can we enter these tents like we could before or no? Yes, they're off limits. Avernus. Hey, you.
Strange, isn't it, Kain? That one cannot quite accept that which sustains him. You in your death, and me in mine. But death cannot reign in a world without life. And soon you will find the quest ahead of you is yours, and yours alone.
Okay,
I can
Mortanius.
assist you no longer.
Willendorf, proud defender of the realm with its warrior elite and mighty ruler, King Otmar. The Lion Throne had once held my allegiance, but
Elder
Willendorf's
God.
days of glory had passed. It was the last bastion against an unruly future.
Not the Elder God, it's Mortanius. Same voice actor, though. They're both voiced by Tony J. Here, one moment. I'm going to put the Soul Reaver away,
Patronage of Tarot.
because I want, I need some blood. Let's see. Oh, I think we need to get in that cave over there. There's a cave over there too, and a cave over there. But one moment, what's up here? Oh, there's a cave over there too, man. Let me go check that out. Let's see what we got going on in here. Ooh, you know. We will need this. We will need this, but I'm going in here with the Soul Reaver. Let's see. Save here. Yes. Yes. There we go.
Control mind.
Control mind, that's the one. Hey, you! Get a load of... Oh, I gotta unequip the Soul Reaver. Hey, you! Get a load of this! Get a load of this. I'll take those. Alrighty. Oh my. Oh dear. Ouch. Okay. Ouch. Ow. A moment. There we go. Oh my. All these spiky balls. Oh, here, one moment. I have a solution for this. I will need the bone armor. Alright, now.
With this spell, I can tear a creature's soul from its body, leaving its vacant flesh mine to control.
So now I have this. I have this guy. They can't get me, they're down below. Let's see. There we go. Oh no. These guys. They're going to
The Soul Reaver.
get Soul Reavered. There we go. And now we can leave. We do need Spirit Rack. We will need it later. It will become very important. Get out of here, dude. gonna be lurking most today, but I wanted to say how much of a chill vibe this is to come home after a long day right now. Listening PC upgrades. The vibes are good. Well, that's good. I'm glad I can provide some positive vibes.
Mighty Willendorf had sliced open the belly of the earth, reaping a bounty of precious metals and unearthing ancient secrets. Of these secrets, I had heard of a tomb that contained an ancient forefather of King Otmar himself. Within the tomb, a fountain of blood would allow me to cast the most noble of illusions and gain entry to the city of the mighty lion.
Ah, okay. So that's where I have to go. But first, I'm gonna check out this one.
The blood of ages
Flows so sweet. Come, drink from us.
Your strength
Has increased, for our blood enhances. Oh, there you go. Can I not go through there? Come on, man. Throw me a frickin' bone here. There we go. Uh-oh. Scarecrows. Now, I know there was a cave up here a little ways. I think I'm gonna go there first. A moment. What the hecky, man? Let me move. Come on. Yes, that'll work. Not my intention, but it did work out in the end. Yes, here we go. Yes, this is where we want to go. Let me save. And we're gonna waltz in through here. Excuse me, sir, you're kind of blocking my way. I'd appreciate it if you just, exploded or something. Here, one moment. Let me. Oh, wrong button. There we go. I meant to press this one. Take that! Oh no, I can't with this old reaver. Take that! There we go. Alright. Alrighty. Push that up there. Hey, fellas. There we go. The heart of darkness out of that. Come on. Kain. Don't mess with me. That guy was doing a little dance. Don't think so. Hey! Buzz off. Hey, dude. Bye, dude. Do my own little dance. Let's see. Is this where it
The
happens?
blood of ages flows so sweet.
Come,
drink
from
from
us.
Unlike the Mask of Disguise, this spell actually allows me to cast away the guise of death for a time, allowing me to walk among the living undisturbed. The spell also provides a visage of nobility, for there are many who would easily divulge more to those of highborn blood.
Well, there you go. Now it doesn't make me look like a vampire to the naked eye. Save here. Hey, buzz off.
Mighty Willendorf had sliced open.
Yes, Kain, as we're both quite aware. Let's see, is this near Willendorf or on the outskirts of Willendorf? I think it's on the outskirts of Willendorf. Well, here, I could put on my disguise. And then no one will attack me. Isn't that nice? What a bunch of sweethearts. Sorry, I stepped out for a second. Are those mine carts? They were mine carts, yes. I was in the mines of Willendorf. See, a stone bridge. It's got to be a sign of some civilization. I believe, yes, here's the gates to the main castle. But I gotta sneak in, so to speak. I gotta go. Hello, boys. Hope you're having a good one. You take it easy, y'all. I'll be on that grind set. Let's see. 'Cause I have to go in here and flip a switch. And then go in here and flip a switch. I believe that's it. They don't want to kill any of these guys, you know. They are in the army that's going to help me fight against the Nemesis, so, you know, you really don't want to wither your numbers.
The court of King Otmar, shades of my former existence, proud and self-absorbed, surrounded by all the finery of the realm, secure in their ignorance. As I walked among them, I smirked, thinking of the carnage that would befall them at the hands of the legions of the Nemesis, the glorious flames, and the inevitable rape and pillage. Out of my way, peasant! The stench of the fields hangs over you like a pall.
The king
Damn, Kain.
He is in mourning for the princess.
He'll be in mourning for his kingdom soon, and he'll mourn for you even sooner if you don't get out of my way. Woo! And so I won my
Damn.
such as it was.
Not one, you gotta force
Cared not
yourself
for the
in there.
invading armies from the north, only of the plight of his child.
Her birthday present. To celebrate her birthday, I declared a contest. Whoever created the finest doll in the realm would be granted a royal favor. Hundreds of dolls were brought, but the winner was obvious. Elzevir, the doll maker, created a toy of such beauty that all were captivated by it. And all he would take in payment was a lock of her hair. Soon after, she became like this, a lifeless puppet. Whoever restores her to her former self shall have this kingdom.
Thus, my hunt for the doll maker began.
I know, right? He does look like a clown.
I fear I shall never hear her delicate laugh again.
Otmar slumped on his throne like a rag doll, his beard matted with tears of his own self-pity. In my court, he would have long since been usurped by one stronger, but in Willendorf they worshipped him, even in his weakness. I wondered what Willendorf would do when Otmar's death finally arrived.
Don't know.
Through whispers of the court, I learned that the army of the Last Hope, Willendorf's proud militia, was in no condition to fight the invading legions of the Nemesis. They were busy scouring the lands to the north in search of the Dollmaker and Otmar's daughter. I also learned of a tunnel, which would take me rapidly from Willendorf to the suspected area.
Well, let's go then. Oh, perfect. A save spot. Let me save here. Now, I will say, we are going to go to Elzevir's house, the doll maker's house, and I'll have to say, it is probably the most interesting place in the whole Legacy of Kain series. These guys are just standing in front of fire. So silly. And slimes, too. Ouch. I'll become like fog. out, I will become like fog again. Since I can easily bypass these suckers. Another save area. I'm glad they're giving us a lot because, you know. Uh-oh. The Fortress of the Nemesis. Here, let me take out my flaming sword. There we go. Hey, get away from me. Hey, stand back or prepare to be reaved. You know, I warned them. Oh, shit.
The Heart of Darkness.
These guys are relentless. There we go. Spirit rack. There we go. Actually, wait. Let's see if I can do this. They're tough. Take out the Soul Reaver again. I don't know why they trust Elsevier, but they did. Guess they were just clowning around. What? It's like they all spawned back. Not flip that switch. There we go. Was persnickety. You know what? I'll just do this. Oh, I can't just do this. Hey, bud.
This was once the most academic of cities, housing some of the most prestigious universities in all of NOSGOTH. While I would not weep over lost tomes, I detested the sight of scars left upon the world at the hands of the Nemesis.
Oh gosh. So all these bodies hanging up. So I think, yeah, we have to go north. Oh gosh. Had a barricade up here. Maybe there's a way I can go around? Not here. Not there either. Let's... Sorry, sir and madam. That is not what I intended to do. There we go. That's what I intended to do. Quite the statue. But I don't believe this is where I wanted to go. I think, yeah, this is like a fort for the Nemesis. I don't want to go here. I see what must be done. Let me get out our good old spirit rack. Hello, friends. Here, let me lead you away from conflict. Now, this is probably the creepiest of the Legacy of Kain levels, but you know, that's just me. This is Elzevir's house. It's toy themed. Well, you know, one moment. I want to go over here because, yep, there's a save here.
Please, help me, kind sir!
Not at this moment, sorry. I'm a little tied up here.
Save Victor!
Teddy bear. Gulp. Everybody loves ice physics.
This Khan's one
Whoa.
hell of a guy. Huh.
Hey there, Cody. Thanks for the sub. I appreciate it. Emerald Lagasse of Kain. Pow! Let's see. Where do I have to go? I think that unlocked something. Oh, I think it unlocked that door. Yeah, we're gonna go that way. Okay, so we gotta go back. Ouch. She NOSGOTH on my November till I Legacy of Kain. Exactly. I did that now. We have to go after Elsevier and equip that. And you know what? I haven't equipped the Wraith armor. I'm going to do that. She goth on my nose till I November. Oh my goodness. Scandalous. Folks are getting steamy in the chat this evening. Screw you, teddy bears. I don't need you. Hey folks.
Help me, kind sir.
Oh, perfect. Save there. And while I'm here, one moment, I'm going to switch back to the Chaos Armor. Switch back to that. I think it's interesting seeing a game that lets you play as what is essentially a morally evil character. Here's the thing. He's an anti-hero. In Blood Omen, he is an anti-hero. And in Soul Reaver, he is the main antagonist that you're going after. But as you play more games in the series, you realize that, like, Kain... Now, again, not excusing his bad behavior. He's a piece of shit in this game. But there's more to his character than just, like, his arrogance and his cockiness. There is a sense of altruism and camaraderie and wanting to restore NOSGOTH. It's, it's the classic thing of, like, human beings can be real pieces of shit, but we're still human, and we have, like, a sense of, altruism and wanting to help others, even if, we've committed all these horrible things. You can slaughter innocents and for your own ends. You can, yeah. I mean, again, you have to keep in mind, he is a vampire. He does need blood to live. So, anyway, I'm going to do one of these, and then do my little dance of magic. There we go, and then equip the Soul Reaver, and we're good to go.
Elzevir, I have come for the soul.
So, Otmar sent you to kill me, eh? I can smell him on you. Or is that the stench of the grave?
Oh, he says I'm stinky. That's not nice. Soul Reaver.
Dollmaker, I have no time for these games.
The soul is mine! I earned it! Otmar gave it to me!
Then you shall earn it. With blood.
You do kind of... Well, I stink?
Flame sword.
What the hell?
Shall not have it! Mine! 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 Farewell, my love. I was lucky to have made you.
There we
What
go.
an odd little man. Now, to find the soul. Elzevir imprisoned the girl's soul in a small fabric doll. The old man's intentions I shall never know.
His head was flattened, yeah. The old man's intentions? We'll never know. We don't know why he wanted the soul. Doesn't particularly matter. Either way, we got it.
Oh, please, help me, kind sir.
Oh, goodness. Can we just go through here? Yes, we can. Okay. Cool. Alright, then. If that's the case, we will fly back to Willendorf. Let's see. There it is. Alright, now I need to disguise myself, and disguise myself, and disguise myself, and disguise myself.
I entered the court with the dollmaker's head in one hand and the doll containing the girl's soul in the other. I placed them both before the king and watched his eyes catch fire. With the doll in their possession, the court's sorcerers could restore his daughter's soul.
I do not know that I can thank you enough, warrior. My kingdom is but a small price to pay for my daughter's life. Willendorf is yours if you wish it.
'Tis not your kingdom I desire, but your army, Otmar. I require troops to vanquish the horde that descends upon us from the north.
Very well. Courtiers, fetch me my armor and mace. There is war to be waged!
And now we have to fight the Nemesis, formerly known as William the Just.
The scourge of NOSGOTH is upon us, friends. We shall die today as heroes, lest we live tomorrow as slaves.
Not really.
Arms. For NOSGOTH!
For NOSGOTH!
In the distance, I saw the Nemesis armies march forward, a black tide that would soon wash over the armies of the Hope.
Luckily, we can just, kind of skirt around these guys, I think. Tee-hee. Ho-ho. Ha-ha.
They came at me in throngs. No fervor as strong as that inspired by a madman. The Nemesis armies were fierce and showed no signs of subsiding. The tide turned with Otmar's death. I watched as the remaining survivors of the armies of Hope fled to the safety of the forest. The battle had decided its victor. The fate of NOSGOTH now lay in the Nemesis' hands.
Now I gotta run away from these Nemesis guys. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't attack me. Oh. What's this? I want to be cool. I want to be Ganondorf.
Was gone. Where the ground was caked with blood and dirt, there was lush greenery. Where chaos reigned only moments before, this damning calm prevailed. Alas, it seemed I was stranded here. The time-streaming device lay in pieces at my feet.
There we go. We traveled back in time, it seems. Hey! Oh. Oh.
Would you stand idle as vermin destroy your crops? No! As your house burned? No! Will you allow this evil to continue? No! Will the wickedness end? Yes! Do you believe? Yes! Then take me to your king, so that I can prepare you for the onslaught.
Wonder what Mobius has planned. Luckily, I can just ignore these guys. Excuse me, fellas. Oh, save. Don't mind if I do. Sorry. I was meant to open those boxes. There we go. Does it fit in there? That's a good question. I'm not certain. Constructing the statue.
So it seemed I was in the land of William the Just. 50 years before the battle I had just escaped would take place.
Huh. Still kept the same freaky armor, though. Yes, old habits die hard. I head north. There's nothing in here. Oh well. Hey fellas.
The stronghold of William the Just. 'Twas time for me to pay a visit to he who would become the nemesis and force NOSGOTH on its knees.
Hey, he's a poet and he didn't even know it. One moment here. What was back here? Does this go anywhere in particular? Well, that's magic. I'll take that. There we go. I think there's somewhere I have to go first.
Yes, these weapons you've provided will see to that. Pray tell, Mobius, what game do you play?
None, my lord. I only wish to aid you in vanquishing your foes. The weapons are but a token of my goodwill.
And the news you bring, a vampire said to slay me? Where did you come upon such knowledge?
'Tis of no consequence, sire. 'Twas only out of concern for your majesty's life.
Perhaps. Very well, then. You may leave me now, but should I wish to speak to you...
I will know, your majesty, and I shall be there in time.
Ah, Mobius. At it again, that snake. That silly Willy, that trickster, that bastard. Rapscallion, that hellion. I like in Soul Reaver 2, the very first time you meet Mobius as Raziel. Raziel has heard so much about Mobius. The first thing he wants to do is kill him. First thing he wants to do is kill Mobius. He's like, all right, you old snake. If you'd prefer that I do it with my bare hands. Yeah, I agree, but... Oh, don't worry. You'll see. Mobius gets his comeuppance. Exactly. I just love how sassy Raziel is. I don't mean sassy as in, what you think. He's like sassy as in, he very easily tells off people. Like how he's like talking to Ariel and he's like, why do you torment me? He's like, listen, Ariel, I don't mean to bother you. You call this torment, you're merely at the threshold. Hey there, fella. Hey there, fellers. Damn. German word of the day. The German word of the day is das Schwert. Das Schwert. It means the sword. I feel like I'm missing something. I missing something? Did I forget to push some button? Oh, it opened up that door over there. Did I forget to do something? I pushed that button. The door is not open. Let me go back. What did that do? Activated something. Hey fellas. Excuse me, I have a king to kill. I forget something. I feel like I forgot something. So press that button, press that button. Where the heck do I go? A moment, folks. I'm going to seek the guidance of the interweb, as I am one to do. Let's see. One moment, let me turn this off. Let's see. Ugh, there's pressing buttons, pressing buttons. Looks like there's a combination or something. This guy stinks in combat. Okay, I think I know what to do. It looks like there's a combination that I have to follow. Let's see. After a moment, I have to school these fools. I think I keep this activated. There we go. I just had to switch that off. Oh, those are swords. I thought those were vials for blood or something. Alright, a save part. Let me save my progress here. And also, let me do something a little fancy. Let me do one of these. And then take out the Soul Reaver.
Ah, yes, the vampire. Mobius told me you would come.
Ouch.
The Heart of
Darkness. Do one of these. And then take out the Soul Reaver.
As his guards rushed to save him, William the Just's blood was already renewing my strength, replacing the life his sword had stolen from my veins. The poor fools, come to aid their fallen leader. Let us have some amusement.
There we go. I defeated William the Just.
A time-streaming device. Strange. When coincidence seems too convenient, I prefer to call it fate.
Two Soul Reavers, exactly. Oh, what's this?
With William the Just dead, Mobius's plans have been thwarted. His pawn was removed from the game.
Indeed. Gee, Billy, how come your mom lets you have two Soul Reavers? Yeah, I'm gonna use the flame sword here. Nothing here but ghosts. got great reach and it explodes people. What more could you ask for? Ghosts. Darkness, heart of darkness, heart of darkness, heart of darkness. We must be gearing up for something. They're gonna give me so many hearts of darkness.
I found myself once more in the NOSGOTH I knew. The carnage from battle was gone. Yet there was something amiss. From the distance, I heard cries, and a breeze from the south carried with it the faint odor of vampire blood.
Let's see, I need to go down there. There we go.
'Twould seem the folly fell upon my own shoulders. With their sainted King William dead by my hand, the people of the land were consumed by a hunger all their own, for vampire blood.
think, yeah, down there. I'm just gonna ignore him, you know, turn the other cheek and all that. Or maybe not. Hey, folks.
As I wandered about more, the shrieking and cheering became more apparent and defined. There was some sort of gathering to the south, for with each cheer, I smelled an outpour of blood. I make no pretense to justify my killing, yet these vampire hunters would cloak their bloodlust beneath a veil of righteousness. Hypocrites! They would make themselves judge and jury. Very well then, let us see how they take to my role as executioner.
I'm just gonna phase pass him. Blood Omen, pacifist run. Yeah, these guys are relentless. If I do, I'll take that. Take that. Oh no. Here's the rest of them. Okay, fine. Fine. The heart of darkness. Ah, Willendorf. It seems. Oh no. Vorador! What are they gonna do to Vorador? Well?
We are free of this unholy scourge!
Not yet, my friend. Would you be free of the plague if only one city was cleansed? No! Would you spare one wolf in the pack that has devastated your herd? No! Then let us destroy them all! He is the last! Destroy him!
I don't think so.
The people will not rest until NOSGOTH is purged of your kind.
I had been betrayed. In my haste, I had not realized it before. That sigil on his forehead, the Oracle of NOSGOTH, was in fact the time streamer Mobius, and I had followed his advice. How much of my quest was of his design? Willendorf? The Battle of the Last Stand? William the Just? Was this the trap he had fashioned for me?
We will send you back to the grave whence you came, vampire.
Now we gotta fight Mobius.
I have seen the future, Kain. You are not in it.
I don't know what future you're looking at, Mobius.
Let us call upon the puppets from the past. From the present. And from ages yet to come.
The Heart of Darkness. The Heart of Darkness.
A moment. One of these, do one of these, and then equip the Soul Reaver. There we go. Ironic.
By going back in time and altering the past, you turned William the Just into the Nemesis.
Aye, you have seen my plan, vampire, as I've seen your destiny. The
Future says you die. But I am dead. As are you. Got him! There we go. I'm trying to do my little healing dance. There we go.
I knew that Mobius's hourglass was the focus of his time-streaming magic. Farewell, sorcerer. The sands of time have ceased to flow for you.
The pillows.
You betrayed us, Mortanius. You had Kain killed and turned him into a monster. You set him upon us.
It had to be. Nopraptor's insanity poisoned all of our minds. The Circle had failed in its sworn duties. It had to be destroyed.
Failed our duties? Idiot!
Idiot!
It exists for us. We don't exist for it. Our powers will save or damn NOSGOTH at our whim. Stand with us, Mortanius, or die.
Then I shall die.
Got him.
If the circle is to be destroyed, you have to die as well, Necromancer. I admire your cunning, but you will not escape your fate.
Nay, I will embrace it, but my death will leave one more to take, Princeling. Finish me!
You know what? One moment. Let me do one of these. Let me do one of these. There we go. Oh. He's morbing out.
You thought yourself a king, when in fact you were a pawn. You have served me well, Kain.
I serve no one.
Indeed, such narrow vision. Don't you see? My silencing of Ariel and its calculated repercussions is but the first act in my theater of Grand Guignol, of which you are the tragic
It's morbid
hero.
time.
Play on,
Little vampire. Play on.
Ve
Victus! Alright, now. We get that.
Anacroth's magic was contained within the metal of the scales and would eventually be released back into the pillar from whence it came. Flesh armor. The scales of Anacroth I lay before the pillar of states.
Let me do
The pillar
one of
accepted
these.
its offering. Thus, it was restored.
And take out the Soul Reaver.
The death orb of Mortanius had given the necromancer dominion over the grave. I had thought him the last of the circle, and yet he spoke of another. Before the pillar of death, I lay the orb of Mortanius. The pillar accepted its offering. Thus, it was restored.
Got him. Okay, want to save. Here we go.
I am the last pillar, the only survivor of the Circle of Nine. At my whim, the world will be healed or damned. At my whim.
All right, folks. We've essentially beaten the game. We only have one choice left. Do we save NOSGOTH or damn NOSGOTH? What do you think? Because you know me, I can't think for myself. I'm joking, of course. I'm gonna go with the canonical choice, and I'm gonna go with this one.
Once I embraced my powers, I realized that Vorador was correct. We are gods. Dark gods. And it is our duty to thin the herd.
You are victorious. Slayings 1,339. Meals 319. Mutilations 665. Secrets 10 out of 100. Prestige GIMP. What do you mean GIMP? Alright, Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. PC version. Produced by these people. And now some of these people, they'll have a SK or a CD next to their name. SK means that they worked at Silicon Knights. CD means they worked at Crystal Dynamics. So these are the people in charge of the PC version. I guess it was made for PS1 first and then got ported to PC later. I don't know. That's what I'm assuming. Activision, blah, 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 blah. Crystal Dynamics marketing, Activision product marketing, technical consult, video and audio manager, documentation, screaming, lead tester, testers, quality assurance.
Well done!
Thanks, Crackpot Wizard.
You cannot see my plight, for I have so shut you out. What will become of now? I see only damnation.
Let me slip into something, Lacey. What kind of counting to the stars? What kind of nicknames are these? Bobby Kotick, screw that guy. Original game, director Dennis Diak from Silicon Knights. Okay, Silicon Knights, 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 all Silicon Knights. Coding, also Dennis Diak. Design. There we go. We got Seth Karras of Crystal Dynamics, Riley Cooper, Jeps. Looks like a mixed production team. Jim Curry directing the marketing. I know Amy Hennig is in here somewhere. Line and Mythology. Cinematic script and edits and additions. Original in-game script. Revised script. Design manager, Amy Hennig. There you go, design manager. She would go on to be the, she would direct basically all the Legacy of Kain games. She directed Soul Reaver 2, and I believe Defiance. I know the original creator of Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen, Dennis Diak, he went on to make... He left eventually, because if you didn't know, Silicon Knights is a defunct company. I believe they made the game Too Human, and then, you know, that's about it. They also worked on some ports of the Crash Bandicoot games. Simon Templeman, the GOAT. Mortanius, Tony J, also the GOAT. Vorador, Paul Lukather, also the GOAT. Richard Doyle, I don't know much about him. Anna Gunn, also the GOAT. Neil Ross, haven't heard of him. I have that game. Yeah, Too Human. But, yes. But Silicon Knights is no longer around. Meaning that the property of Legacy of Kain, I think, is fully with Crystal Dynamics. Which Crystal Dynamics is owned by Square Enix. But now they're owned by Embracer Group, which gives them a little bit more autonomy. But the guy who made the original, directed the original Blood Omen, Dennis Dyack, he went on, he made a spin-off game, an online game. I think it's called Death House Sonata or something like that. I haven't played it, but it came out in 2014, and he claimed it to be a spiritual successor to Blood Omen. They were going to make a direct sequel called Kain 2, but it was taking forever, and it wasn't to their standard. So what they did, they took a game that was currently being worked on. Amy Hennig was at the helm of it. It was a game with shifting worlds with heavy biblical themes called Shifter, and they took that, incorporated it into the Legacy of Kain universe, and bada bing, bada boom, we got Soul Reaver. But here we go, folks. There is Blood Omen 2. Blood Omen 2 did come out. I believe Blood Omen 2 came out in 2002, if I'm not mistaken. The timeline is, so Blood Omen came out in 1996. Soul Reaver came out or did it come out in 1996? Or was it 1998? Somewhere in the mid to late 90s. I believe it was 96. It could have been 98. I think it was 96. So Blood Omen came out in 96. Soul Reaver comes out in 1999. Soul Reaver 2 comes out in 2001. Blood Omen 2 comes out in 2002, and then Defiance comes out in 2003. And that was the last official Legacy of Kain game that we got. Other than the remaster that's coming up, and also there was a add-on to Lara Croft, that one Lara Croft game, they kind of like top-down game where you could play as Kain and Raziel instead of Lara and that other Guardian guy who was with her. But yeah, there were plans for other games. There was going to be an online game, which there is footage of, and I think people have played it a little bit. There's an online game called NOSGOTH that was going to be big, but it really didn't go anywhere. And they were going to make another game called Dead Sun, Legacy of Kain Dead Sun, which would have taken place, I think, quite a while, either after Soul Reaver or like during the events of, I can't remember the exact time frame. But that didn't come out. I think that was supposed to come out in 2016 or something like that, but it never saw the light of day. So right now, the only thing we really have is the remasters, which are coming out December 10th. And we also have some other interesting things. I know there's a graphic novel coming out in February called Legacy of Kain, The Dead Will Rise. I pre-ordered that. We have a statue from Dark Horse. I'm thinking of getting that, but it is expensive. And then also, what else can we expect? I know in Astrobot, there's little robots of Kain and Raziel, which I think are really cool. What other Legacy of Kain news is there? Not much. I know the guy who played one of the main characters in Final Fantasy XVI said he would love to play Raziel in a future installment of the Legacy of Kain or something like that, which would be neat. I think that'd be cool. But the thing is, like, I'm just chatting at this point. I should move over to my pre-stream. The thing is, I think like Raziel's story is pretty cut and dry. It's kind of played out. Even like Defiance, from what I understand, had a pretty decent ending. Like it wrapped up things very well. Could you take it further? I believe you could. And I think that's a logical jumping off point. But really, I think what would make an interesting game is either they actually have Kain killing the Elder God or something along those lines. Or where I think really the legacy of Kain would be interesting if they had a game set either in the future after Defiance, or in the past, either like during like Kain's empire before the events of Soul Reaver, or even like further back. I think that'd be interesting. Like, you know, where you play as like it'd be cool to play as like Janos Aldrin or something like that. I am a Blood Omen 2 defender. Well, right on. I haven't played Blood Omen. I have no intention to play Blood Omen on this stream right now. Maybe next November. Maybe I'll have another NOSGOTH November where I'll play Blood Omen 2. But, yeah. This is my first ever Legacy of Kain game. My first ever Legacy of Kain game, I've turned this into kind of like a little let's chat thing. My first ever Legacy of Kain game was Soul Reaver for the Dreamcast, which is what I played last Friday. That was my first. It's what got me into the series. And I got it because I remember I love the Sega Dreamcast. It's my favorite console. I'm always looking for interesting new games to play on it. And I was looking at forums and things, and people are like, oh, you should play Soul Reaver. Soul Reaver is really good. And I'm like, well, this isn't a series, and I don't know much about it. But lo and behold, I went to a half-price books, and there was a copy of Soul Reaver for the Dreamcast. I'm like, okay, I'll scoop this up and play it. And I instantly just like got like, I mean, initially I was like, what the heck is this? But then it like consumed me. I'm like, this is really cool. Because, you know, it did something that I haven't seen in vampire media. You know, a lot of like vampire media sets like vampires either in modern day or in the late 1800s or like in 17th century, you know, that area. Kind of like the area of Dracula, where Dracula would see. I hadn't seen it in a medieval setting, and I always thought that was really cool. I got my copy of Silent Hill 3 at half-price books. Lucky! I would have loved to get a copy of Silent Hill 3 at half-price books. They charged me a bit more than half price. Yeah, they normally do. They do have like a premium on some of the books. Like they always keep some like behind the counter that are like really expensive. I remember going to half price books and they had a copy of Man After Man, which was like an insanely sought after out of print book from like, was it the 80s or 90s? But they were selling it for like $200. But yeah, I love half price books too. They like recently learned the value of old anime DVDs, and it hurts my heart. Yeah, I know. They were like, oh man, this is vintage stuff. Man After Man. Man After Man is really rad, and you can actually read it online. I believe there's a website where you can read Man After Man. Someone has kind of like turned it into a web page thing. But yeah, the first game I played was Soul Reaver. In fact, for the longest time, it was the only Legacy of a Kain game I played. But then I played Soul Reaver. I dabbled in Soul Reaver 2 a little bit, and then on this stream basically forced me to play all of them. So I played Blood Omen all the way through, and this one I played Soul Reaver all the way through again. This time it was like the fourth time I was playing through Soul Reaver. And then Soul Reaver 2, this will be my first time playing it all the way through. Defiance, this will be my first time playing it all the way through. They wanted like $100 for the complete collection of XX Holic, and I cried. They even had God Hand for the PS2, but they wanted like $150. Yeah, I know. I hate that. Like, I'll be totally honest with you. I have the game Illbleed. I have a physical copy of the game Illbleed. That game cost me a pretty penny. I'm not going to lie, because it was insanely out of print, not very common, came out towards the end of the Dreamcast lifespan. It's like one of the most expensive games I have in my collection, I probably would say. But I'd love God Hand. Don't you have D2 for the Dreamcast? I do have D2 for the Dreamcast. Here's the funny thing about D2. I got it at a time where it wasn't very expensive, where they didn't know. Yeah, I found it for like 100, 130. I hate to tell you, peoples. I bought it at a time where the place I bought it from, it was like a media exchange store, you know, where they sell like used DVDs, games, vinyl, and things like that. They didn't realize how expensive or sought after or how rare in print that game is. I bought it for $50. And then I go on to like Lukey games and things like that to see what it's like, and it shot up to like 130, 150. I'm like, holy shit! I like got it for a steal. You know? And even back then when I bought it, I thought that, you know, that's rather pricey for a Dreamcast game. You know, $50. And then I go and look, oh my god. Yeah, I got it on the cheap. Yeah. Even like Nintendo 64 games have gotten really expensive, of course, because they're sought after. Like Conker's Bad Fur Day, when I had a Nintendo 64 still, I ultimately got rid of it. But well, I didn't get rid of it. Well, wait, did I get rid of it? Yeah, I did. Unfortunately, I feel some amount of of regret there. Yeah, I know. Conker's Bad Fur Day I had bought when I still had my Nintendo 64. It was like $60, and I thought that was pricey. Oh man, how it has shot up. My copy of Sonic Adventure was $28. Yeah, that exactly. Like, you know, even like nowadays, like I went to go find a copy of Sonic Adventure, and luckily Sonic Adventure isn't too expensive. But Sonic Adventure 2 is hella expensive for the Dreamcast, at least. Like, mostly nostalgia thing. The more people they want something, the more that it will cost. Yeah, it's that, and because of that, it also creates some scarcity. People don't want to give up, you know, games in their collection. I don't have a Dreamcast yet. Well, what the heck, peoples? You gotta get on that. They're getting pricey. I bought mine for $40. Now they're up to like 130. You gotta get on that. But yeah, it's game collecting. It's a blessing and it's a curse. I like the opportunities it gives me to play games of the past and learn from those things and really analyze. I have a 360 and that's really it. I have a Dreamcast, a PS2, a Wii, a Switch, and a PlayStation 4. That's about it. It's gotten so difficult since the pandemic. Exactly, because all these people wanted them at home to, you know, to play these games. I have a PS3 too. It's my younger brother's. He left it here. Sega Saturn is like my prized possession. Well, to each their own. I don't know if I'd get a Sega Saturn. Collecting for the Saturn must be a pain. Every time I go somewhere, they never have Saturn games. Ever. And even the Saturn games that I'd want aren't really, like, available. They're highly sought after. Like, what are they? Burn Rangers I'd want to play. Panzer Dragoon. Nights into Dreams I'd really love. The first D game. Well, wait, no. The first D, that was on 3DO. I think 3DO and PS1. Interesting. But anyway, well, I'd love to stay and chat, folks. I sadly have to go. But anywho, I hope you had a wonderful rest of your stream. We had another Legacy of Kain game on the books. All we have to do next is play Soul Reaver 2 all the way through. And we have to play Defiance all the way through. And those, I believe, were pretty close. I know Soul Reaver 2, I think I'm going to play Soul Reaver 2 tomorrow. I think I can beat Soul Reaver 2 tomorrow. I think that's feasible. But we shall see. I want to do that, and then on Friday evening, I want to play Defiance. Either Friday or Saturday. We'll see. I have something going on later this week. Also, quick announcement. I'm in the process. Now, it's very early, but hopefully I should get it out before Thanksgiving. I'm, knock on wood. I'm working currently on an Ape of the Hour Legacy of Kain video. The script is written. It's been recorded. Right now I'm collecting footage. Tomorrow I'm going to shoot footage. But hopefully it should be out either, if not Wednesday, maybe Thanksgiving. We'll see. If not, it may be later this week. But I do want to get that out as soon as possible. But anyway, folks, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. As always, stay classy, stay sassy, stay grassy. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.